Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi, we are from class AM1101J, group 4. We will present
Subject MAT, Chapter 3, Compound Interest, and
Chapter 4, ANNUITY.
We will demonstrate both topics in our real life.
To all viewers, so the team members consist of
4 people. My name is Nurul Ain Afika binti Muhammad Azli.
my name is Nurliana Izzati bin Kamal Sanusi.
My name is Nofasha Farisha binti Kamal Azwan.
My name is Nur Shaza Erina Balkis binti Asadi. Compound interest is interest that earned on both of the principal amount or investment are loaned and the interest that has already accumulated. In simple terms, the interest is calculated on the current accumulated amount.
Here is the problem statement for Chapter 3, Compound Interest. Harith plans to open an account for his wedding. He deposits 3,000 ringgit in Maybank E-Islamic Fixed Deposit I for 5 years. The bank offered an interest rate of 2.3% compounded quarterly.
There are 4 objectives for compound interest. Number 1 is to determine the accumulated amount at the end of his saving periods. Number 2, to calculate the amount of interest received by Harith. Number 3, to calculate the accumulated amount at the end of his saving period if 200,000 ringgit was added 2 years after his initial deposits. Number 4, to calculate the accumulated amount at the end of his service periods if the interest rate increased to 2.6% compounded monthly 3 years after his initial deposits.
From the problem statement, we can conclude that P equals to 3,000 ringgit, K equals to 2.3%, M equals to 4, and T equals to 5 years. Now, to find I, we need to use formula K over M. I equals to 23 over 4,000. Okay, moving on to N. So to find N, we need to use formula M multiply with T. So we will get N equals to 20. Moving on to the objective 1, to determine the accumulated amount at the end of his saving period. We need to use formula S equals to P multiply with 1 plus I into the power of N. So S equals to 3,000 multiply 1 plus 23 over 4,000 to the power of 20. S equals to RM 3,364 ringgit and 51 cent.
For the second question is to calculate the amount of interest received by Harith. So to find the interest received, we have to use the formula I equal to S minus P. I equal to 3,364 ringgit 51 cent minus with 3,000. So I equal to 364 ringgit 51 cent.
So for objective number 3, which is to calculate the accumulated amount at the end of his service period if RM 2,000 ringgit was added 2 years after his initial deposits. So first, we need to do the timeline based on the objective. So in the timeline consists of P and S. So P1 equal to RM 3,000 ringgit, T1 equal to 2 years, P2 equal to plus RM 2,000 ringgit, and T2 equal to 3 years. So K equal to 2.3% equivalent to 0.023, M equal to 4. To find I, we need to use the formula I equal to K divided by M. 0.023 divided by 4 equal to 23 over 4,000. So to find N, we have N1 equal to M multiplied with T1. So 4 times 2 equal to 8. For N2, we have M multiplied with T2 equal to 4 times 3 equal to 12. Okay, to solve this objective 3, we need to use the formula compound interest, which is S1 equal to P1 multiplied with 1 plus I to the power of N1. So S1 equal to 3,000 multiplied with 1 plus 23 over 4,000 to the power of 8. So the answer for S1 is equal to 3,140 and 81 cents. Next, we need to find the P new, which is S1 plus P2, amount ended. Amount ended is equal to RM 2,000, so P new equal to 3,140 and 81 cents plus 2,000. So P new equal to RM 5,140 and 81 cents. So to find S, we use the formula S equal to P new multiplied with 1 plus I to the power of N2. So S equal to 5,140 and 81 multiply with 1 plus 23 over 4,000 to the power of 12. S equal to RM 55,006 cents.
Next, for objective 4, we have to calculate the accumulated amount at the end of his saving period. His interest rate increases to 2.6% compounded monthly 3 years after his initial deposit. As you can see the timeline, we have K1 equals to 2.3%, N1 equals to 4, I1 equals to K1 over N1 equal to 0.023 over 4, and we got 23 over 4,000. For N1 equals to N1 multiplied with 3, 1 equals to 4 multiplied with 3 equal to 12. For K2 equals to 2.6%, we have M2 equals to 12, and then I2 equals to K2 over M2 equals to 0.026 equals to 12, and then we got 13 over 6,000, and then N2 equals to M2 multiplied with P2 equals to 12 multiplied with 2, and we got 24. And then S1 equals to P multiplied with 1 plus I1 to the power of N1. S1 equals to 3,000 multiplied with 1 plus 23 over 4,000 to the power of 12. And then we obtain S1 as RM 3,213 and 67 cents. And then S equals to S1 multiplied with 1 plus I2 to the power of N2. S equals to 3,230 and 67 multiplied with 1 plus 13 over 6,000 to the power of 24. And then as we got the RM 33,385 ringgit and 1 cent.
This is introduction for Chapter 4. An annuity is a continuous stream of equal periodic payments from one party to another for a specified time to fulfill a financial obligation. The payments are continuous, equal, periodic, and occur over a fixed time frame.
Here, problem statement for annuity. Zavira wants to buy Mitsubishi Xpander 1.5 that costs 83,700 ringgit. She pay 10% for the down payment, and the balance will be financed through a loan from Bank Islam Vehicle Finance I, which charge 3.65% compounded monthly. The repayment of the loan is made through monthly payment for 9 years.
So here is 4 objectives for annuity that we will be achieved. Number 1, to determine the amount of monthly payment. Number 2, to calculate the total interest incurred by Zavira. Number 3, to calculate the outstanding balance if Zavira wants to settle the loan immediately after her 84 monthly payment. And number 4, to determine the outstanding arrears if Zavira missed 2 consecutive monthly payments and the payment must be settled on the next payment.
We have timetable. For the timetable, we have A equal to 75,330 ringgit. So we have to search for R. So the cost price, which CP equal to 83,700. So we have down payment, which DP equal to 10% multiplied with CP. So we will get the answer 8,370. So for the balance equal to CP minus DP. So we will get the answer 75,330, which is A. K equal to 3.65%, we will get 0.0365. So we have M equal to 12, which is compounded monthly. So we have T equal to 9 years. So we have to search for I equal to K divided with M, which is 0.0365 divided with 12. So we will get 73 divided with 24,000. So we have to search for N, and we have to multiply 12 with 9, so we will get 108. Objective 1, to determine the amount of monthly payment. So we will use the formula A equal to R, multiply 1 minus, in bracket 1 plus I to the power of negative N, divide with I. So we will shift the R and I to the left, so it will be R equal to A multiply I, divide 1 minus, in bracket 1 plus I to the power of negative N. So R equal to 75,330 multiply with 73 divide 24,000 divide with 1 minus, in bracket 1 plus 73 divide 24,000 to the power of negative 108. So the answer of R is 8,190 ringgit 38 cents.
For objectives 2, we have to calculate the total interest incurred by Zavira. Then we have to use the formula I equals to R multiplied with N minus A. And then I equals to RM 890 ringgit and 38 cents multiplied with 108 minus 75,330. And then we got I equals to RM 13,163 ringgit and 4 cents.
Now we are at objective 3, to calculate the total outstanding balance if Zavira wants to settle the loan immediately after her 84 payment monthly. So to find N unpaid, we need to use formula N unpaid equals to N total minus N paid. N unpaid equals to 108 minus 84 equals to 24. Another formula we will use for this question is AN equals to R multiply with 1 minus, in bracket 1 plus I to the power of negative N, divided with I. A24 equals to 819 ringgit 38 cents multiply with 1 minus, in bracket 1 plus 70, 3 over 24,000 to the power of negative 24. And we will divide with 73 over 24,000. The final answer we will get A24 equals to RM 80,936 ringgit and 75 cents.
Okay, so for objective number 4, which is to determine the outstanding arrears if Zafira meets 2 consecutive monthly payments, the payments must be settled on the next payment. So first, we need to calculate the end unpaid, which is 2 plus 1 equal to 3. So by using the formula future value, which is Sn equal to R multiplied with 1 plus I to the power of n minus 1 divided by I. So S3 equal to 890 and 38 multiplied with 1 plus 73 over 24,000 to the power of 3 minus 1 divided by 73 over 24,000. So the answer for S3 equal to RM 2,465 and 62 cents.
In conclusion, both compound interest and annuity play important roles in real life. To be specific, in personal finance and long-term financials. For compound interest, it brings more profit to the person who save or invest their money because the interest is calculated using the accumulated amount from previous periods.
Next, annuity can help the person to manage their available finance in terms of investment or debt payments. Those compound interest and annuities can manage finance effectively to achieve financial milestone. So let's start planning future finance using compound interest and annuities to gain these profits.